Disclaimer: this video is my opinion and it may represent a controversial opinion, and I don't intend to sway your opinion on Fortnite Battle Royale in any way. I personally enjoy Fortnite Battle Royale very much, but this has been a discussion that's on my mind, so I thought this discussion would be okay to make. If you are sensitive to other people's opinions, I recommend you leave now. If you're leaving now, thank you for coming, and if you're here to stay, enjoy the video. Have you seen the memes about Fortnite Battle Royale shotguns? You know, where the pump shotgun is like in a meteor and it's like going for tilted towers, and then the next slide is it shows like a 6 damage headshot, and then it's like tilted towers just isn't even touched. It's 100% fine. Well, I think the consistency of those guns and this meme in general, they're just a genuine detriment to the game, and I can't lie, they're still pretty funny. Come on. Welcome one and all, my name is BV2Invest, and this is going to be part 2 for why I don't think Fortnite Battle Royale should be as popular as it is. The main purpose of this episode is to explain how Fortnite Battle Royale's guns inconsistency is hurting the game itself, in my opinion. This is actually one of the reasons I don't really enjoy Fortnite Battle Royale and sometimes not even want to play it. This is a very annoying problem, and even my friends get very angry at the game because of this issue. Let's begin. Reason 2. I think Fortnite Battle Royale shouldn't be where it is right now because of the consistency of the game. I'm talking like gunplay, hit registration, and stuff like that. So let's start with the auto rifles. First, we have the regular auto rifle in 5 flavors and the burst AR in 3 flavors. I don't include the scoped auto rifle because it doesn't serve the same purpose as the other auto rifles. Both of these guns have the worst bloom in history. Like, I've shot someone point blank, reticle on the head, and they either get bodied or don't get shot because the bloom is so bad. My analogy for bloom is with a shower. At the top of the shower, near the shower head, the water is more concentrated and close together, but on the shower floor, the water is spread out a lot. This same concept applies to auto rifles, but it's worse. This really annoys me to know that my assault fully automatic rifle can't be fired in full auto, but single fired because it's less accurate when firing in full auto. And the burst AR has 3 bullets with spread, therefore making the landing of the shots even harder than the regular AR, because you can't single fire the gun. This makes the auto rifles in the game a gambling machine if you're going to land your shot or not, and the first shot accuracy was needed to ease this issue. Next, we have the tactical and suppressed submachine guns, which are both each in 3 varieties. I think the SMGs are fine right now, honestly. Their bloom isn't too bad, and they perform in the close to medium ranges, as well as being very efficient in taking buildings down. Also, I would say that the minigun is in a good spot, as it takes out buildings with ease, with the largest bloom in the game, but that's the intention. It was never supposed to be a high damage dealer, so it's actually fine. This can also be said for the light machine gun, as its bloom is bad, but building destruction with it is amazing. The next weapons are the pistols. Let's start with the standard issue pistol that comes in 3 flavors and the pistol suppressed brother that comes in 2 flavors. I also think that these pistols are in a good position and they deal good damage in their intended ranges, as well as becoming useful tools in the early game. Next, there is the revolver, which was built as a precision weapon. The revolver is featured in 3 varieties and the bloom on it leaves much to be desired, but it does what it needs to do and does what it does well. I have no issues with the revolver because its bloom isn't atrocious, unlike the hand cannon, which is featured in 2 varieties, but the bloom is horrible. This gun can really deal the damage, but the bloom is annoying, and the consistency of this gun is kind of like a shotgun, but there's much worse than the hand cannon. Now let's talk the scoped AR and the crossbow. Both of these weapons are semi-automatic weapons that are ranged weapons that can be used for closer ranges than snipers, but longer than a regular auto rifle. Both of these weapons come in 2 varieties, and they also have no bloom but arc, as well as no aim assist. These weapons can be powerful, but I think what purpose these guns have when a sniper isn't available can be done easily with an M16 or a SCAR. It baffles me on why they exist, but these weapons have nothing fundamentally wrong with them, and I don't believe there is any problem with them. Next, we have the bolt-action sniper, the semi-automatic sniper, and the hunting rifle. All 3 of these weapons feature no aim assist or bloom, but a heavy bullet arc, just like the crossbow. These weapons deal high damage at the cost of an incredibly high skill gap, so I believe that the sniper rifles are just fine currently. Then, there is rocket-propelled grenades, otherwise known as the RPG, and the grenade launcher. The problem I have with these weapons is with the consistency of their blast radius. Whenever I shoot someone with one of these weapons passively, I notice that the blast radius is a relatively small amount, only taking out one wall or so. But then, when I'm using these weapons aggressively, I fire at someone from what I consider to be clearly a safe range, and then I proceed to die as the blast radius magically increased. I don't understand why this is, but maybe rockets have an inconsistency with the geometry of the environment. But I think this is a problem, as I've died countless times to myself because I thought I was safe and far enough away, but I then die. The last weapons I have are the throwable items. I'm going to be considering the hand grenades, the boogie bomb, and the remote explosives, because I think the impulse grenades are sufficient just the way they are. As previously stated, I believe the other three throwable explosives have the blast radius inconsistency problem. One note though, is that the remote explosives seem to have an even smaller blast radius than usual sometimes, but big some other times, and that makes it stand out because it doesn't do as much damage to the player. Lastly, the cream of the crop of Fortnite, but also the hot garbage of Fortnite Battle Royale, are the shotguns. You have 3 choices of shotguns, and they're all very powerful. But these weapons suffer from severe inconsistency problems. All the shotguns have the same issues. The damage for a shotgun is supposed to be about 200 damage to the head, point blank. And everyone has probably had that time where that shotgun did like 6 damage, point blank to the head, and then you die. This is a problem, because it makes no sense how a shotgun does such little damage from such a close range. I get that shotguns fire multiple pellets as a spread gun, but that amount of spread for such a close range is absurd. I think the pellet spread for the shotguns need to be tighter, and if there's going to be real spread, I think there should be an individual damage number for each pellet so you know that the gun didn't land all the pellets instead of the gun whiffing 6 damage. I also think there needs to be set damage amounts for a full shot or each pellet depending on the range. For example, a near medium range shot could do 10 damage, but a point blank shot would pretty much guarantee a one-shot kill. The next issue I have with shotguns is their range. Their range is obscene. They have so much range that all 3 shotguns are reaching nearly medium ranges, sometimes for up to 60 damage, from what I've seen. That should not be possible. The near medium ranges are for SMGs and pistols, but shotguns reign supreme because of this ridiculous range. Also, I am aware that the heavy shotgun was built with more range, so I let it slide just a little because it can reach farther with relatively high damage, but it's still very inconsistent. Well, I'll say, the consistency of all of Fortnite Battle Royale's guns are pretty bad and some are pretty good, not gonna lie. And the first shot accuracy honestly can't save everything. And for this reason, I don't think Fortnite Battle Royale should be in its current position. I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment explaining how I can do better for next time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 3.